Hello, America. I hope you're doing well. Welcome to my review of 90 Day Fiance, Season 8, Episode 2. This review will not be enthusiastic as my inner peace was tested as soon as I woke up. Don't you just love family? Don't family just make you so happy? Don't you love being around family? It makes you so happy. Don't you get overwhelmed with joy when you're around your family? Don't you? Because I get so overwhelmed with joy and the love that I feel for them that I just can't take it. I got it. Girl, you're hot sauce, hella hot sauce. Pretty little ghost pepper, burn my mouth off. Girl, you're hot sauce, hella hot sauce. So far I can't see when you top off. Please. First of all, Tariq sat up here and said, I am an amazing rapper. And okay, so we know Tariq and Hazel. We know. We know them. We love them. We love Far Round Way Girl. We love it, you know. They did show a little bit of him singing Far Round Away Girl. I was very, you know, well, not singing, but, you know, I was very happy that they gave me he said, I used to go to the corner store. Well, you know. Anyway, Tariq and Hazel. Hazel is going to be in America in a few weeks. Hazel told him recently that she was bisexual. So she like, let's get a girlfriend. He goes to meet with his... Oh, he also has like majority custody of his daughter, who is 8. And I mean, I guess I can understand why... But I'm guessing Hazel and his daughter have like talked, you know, through FaceTime or whatever. Because he was like, that's a relationship that really has to work. I mean, yeah, especially if she is at your house 5 days out of the 7 days of the week. Then that needs to be a relationship that would have to work, you know. Y'all, anyway, moving on. He goes to see his friend. And he tells his friend that him and Hazel had got into it because she said that she was pregnant, but then like a week later she said that she wasn't pregnant, so he thought that she had an abortion, so he broke up with her. Like, this man ain't never heard of false positives? Like, I'm so confused. Like, she took a pregnancy test a week later and it was false, and he was like, no, you got an abortion. Like, why would she have taken the first? Why would she? I mean, like, let's think about this. If you trying to, you know, get an abortion without letting your partner know, why would you tell them that you got pregnant in the first place? Why wouldn't you just say nothing? Like, anyway. So he started talking to this other girl from Thailand named Minty. So, you know, he was starting to feel bad and wanted to see, you know, what was up with Hazel. So he had got back into contact with Hazel. Hazel told him she went to the doctor and, you know, it was a false positive because her period was just late. And so then he was like, oh, okay, well, you know, I've been talking to this girl. And she was like, okay, let me see the girl. And she was like, oh, she cute. So they had all met up in Thailand. And, you know, the first 2 days was cool. And then Hazel was like, nah, I don't think this is going to work because they like each other more than they like me. Hazel, yes, because they were the ones who were talking before. You can't be doing that. You got to go out. Anyway, so... she said she cut it off, and then she had told Tariq not to talk to Minty anymore. Guess what? You guessed it. He talked to Minty. He had said, hey, you know, I know coronavirus going on over there. You okay? Look, like his friend said, you sitting up here checking up on the girl, that ain't gonna sit right with her. Because let the bitch die. Okay? The bitch can die for all I care. Why do you care? I don't care if she die. You care if she die? See, that's not sitting right with me, that you care that she die. See, I don't like that. Anyway, so he knows that he needs to tell Hazel, but he's not going to tell her right now. So he's going to apparently, I guess, wait until she gets to America. Like, I don't know. Anyway, Rebecca, I don't even want to talk about Rebecca. Rebecca, she done went with her friend. Her friend is like, girl, this is a private investigator friend. Her friend is like, girl, I mean, look, I done seen you go through this last time with your ex before, and I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. You really love this man, and I remember when I looked up his background, and he ain't had no work, and she was like, oh, yeah, because he was working under the table. Okay. She said she love him. She said she don't think that he is, scamming her, so whatever. Then she goes to buy him a game system. This is the stupidest thing I have ever heard. How much do you want to bet that one day Rebecca's going to come home from this nigga playing the game, right? From her working. And he has been playing the game. And she going to be like, is that all you did all day? And he going to be like, yes. Like, what else? God, you could have done this and this and that and this. How much you want to bet that's going to happen? Okay? She buying this man a game. She talking to... This got to be manufactured TV drama. Because there is no way I, as a GameStop employee, I don't care who you buying it for. Okay? My son, he's 25. Why would you lead off with the fact that your son is 25 and then she's like, oh, I'm not buying it for my son. Who you buying it for? Your grandson? No, for my fiance. Oh. He's 28. And then showing them people the card that Zied is sitting up there looking. Anyway, so she didn't, it would cost $200 something to buy. She done bought the damn game system. Then, she is waiting for him to tell her about the visa, how the visa interview went. And he calls her and he's like, yo, they just was like bloody. And then, they took my passport. So I don't know. But we all know he got over here because it's called 90 Day Fiance. And plus, I think TLC be coming through for them if they need it. Oh no, I need someone to sponsor my visa. Sharp Productions be like, we got you. So we see Uncle Bo. Uncle Bo is about to be leaving to his brother. They like, oh, how sad, One thing that struck me as interesting is when Uncle Bo was like, I've been with a lot of women. Women are unpredictable. Says the nigga with 7. Anyway, so we see Natalie. Natalie is with her mama. They going to the airport. She like, this is my only mama, and I'm her only child, and I'm gonna be sad missing her. The mother is optimistic that they gonna work out. So she gets there. Michael is like, oh, okay, I don't know how things are going to go. They hug, they kiss. Then he takes her to this nice hotel room. I was on Reddit and they said the hotel room was $900 for a night. But when you seen the hotel room, first of all, that is a hotel room that you had. It's $900 because you splitting it with about maybe 3 or 4 more couples. Okay, 3 or 4 more couples. That's not a place that you just get by yourself, because that table was extremely long for just 2 people, but it was very nice. It was very romantic. I guess they decide to just put things in the past and move forward. Some of the stuff I was going in and out on, you know, I do appreciate you all telling me things. Because sometimes I just don't be looking. Sometimes I just do not be looking, you know. Anyway, but Natalie was like, oh, you know, it was cool how he took me here, but I know that he got debt, and he was like, he was able to pay off a lot of his debt. I mean, come on, he was getting, I'm cashing TOC checks, sharp TOC checks, okay? So he cashed in TLC checks, so you know he got a little bit of coin. He didn't paid off a little bit of his debt, and I know that well, I don't know, because did he own the farm last season when we first met them? Because you know he said at the beginning he owned the farm with 20-some acres. Bro, let me tell you something. If stuff ever got hard, I'm selling 1 acre. Just 1, maybe 2, just 2 acres. You know, I'd never sell, you know, where I wouldn't have 20 acres, but I think he said something like 26 acres. I can sell an acre or 2. Like, it's fine. It's fine. But anyway, yeah, their relationship is going to be beautiful and wonderful. We see Jovi and Yara, she isn't really, the luxury apartment ain't really looking very luxurious to me. I mean, it does have the 2 windows that she wants, you know, and I bet he's paying a pretty penny to live down there, but honestly, it's not really as luxurious as I thought it would have been. I'm sorry. And then that table that's broke just in the middle of the floor, you couldn't have like put it someplace. Anyway, next day they go out on Bourbon Street, because he's like, let's go to Bourbon Street, bourbon. So they go to Bourbon Street. Then he's like, hey, my mother wants us to stay over there. And she's like, no, I don't want to stay over there. He's like, oh, so you don't want to go see my mother? And she said, stop. That's not what I said. I said I don't want to spend the night over there. I don't need to spend the night over there. We can just like come back. And he's like, well, you're going to have to spend the night over there. She said, no, I don't think I do. I don't think I do have to spend the night. Look, even if it's something as, like, if that's stupid to you, her not wanting to spend the night, like, who cares? Like, at the end of the day, if you really saying, well, you gonna have to spend the night, you gotta spend the night, just spend the night, it'll be one night. And you, like, basically forcing her. You trying to force her to do something. She don't want to do it. Like, I mean, if she's uncomfortable with spending the night and she don't spend the night at people's places, like, and that's not what she do, then that's not what she do, bro. Like, why ain't you, you know what would have been cool? If before you even made the plans with your mama to have us spend the night, I don't know, it's this thing, maybe you could have asked her, yo, you want to spend the night? And she would have been like, nah, or yeah, but you didn't do that. So now you mad that she possibly may not spend the night there? Come on, baby. Come on, Teeth. You know who Jovi reminds me of? Oh my gosh. Why is Jovi giving me the little one from Big Mouth? Have y'all seen Big Mouth? The little one, the short one, not the one with the red hair. The little one, the one with the dark hair and the weird parents. Why? And the older brother and sister. Why is he giving me him from Big Mouth? Please stop. And Big Mouth. Anyway, last and least, Julia, why I say her name like that? Julia and Brandon. They get there, they at the airport, they kissing. I'm like, okay, there's too much kissing. It was just too much kissing. Because I was like, it's just too much kissing right now, especially with all of the talk of birth control. It's just way too much kissing for me. Anyway, fast forward. The mama done told them to meet them down there in 5 minutes for you know, brunch or for dinner. But of course they went and they had sex. What is up with these people having plans immediately as someone gets off the plane? People don't want to do things as soon as they get off a plane. People want to go home, you know. People want to go to where they're supposed to be at and sleep, or take a shower, or lounge, or unbutton their pants, or take off their shoes. Okay, shoes. Like, ain't nobody trying to do shoes. Come on. Anyway, so they are all there. They get down there 30 minutes later, and then it just starts. They tell them that they're going to be sleeping in separate bedrooms, and his father's like, oh well, he lied. I mean, he lied. You did lie. And he just staring at him, and they like, what? And he just like he's upset that they told her. But and she was like, Brandon, how you feel about this? And he was like, I mean, I don't like it, but it's not like I could do anything. And then the mother said, well, you know, it's kind of like our house, our rules. And I told you, I got instantly triggered. Whew, I got instantly triggered. Okay. And then they started talking about birth control. Or the mother started talking about birth control. And after Julia said, no, I'm not going to drink any medicine. And she's like, oh, no, not drinking medicine. And Brandon's like, she means take. Stop the semantics, okay? She means take medicine. And she's like, no, well, you know, but you guys don't want any children and blah, blah, blah. And Julia is looking at Brandon, and Brandon is just, girl, Julia looked like, Julia, the craziest thing is, no, because that's what it was. Julia has said, you know, like, in my 26 years, I've never had an accident. And, you know, I lived with my ex-boyfriend before. And this is what starts to piss me off. Is when someone wants you to do something. Or if you know, are like saying something to somebody and then they say something else. Yes, that's what pisses me off. When she said, you know, I've never had an accident. I used to live with my ex-boyfriend. And she's like, oh, well, that wasn't in 26 years. That was only a couple of years and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, lady, are you going to crawl up into my uterus? Huh? Because the only way I'm going to be on birth control is if you shrink yourself down, crawl up into my uterus, and stop the sperm like this. They're like, get away from me. And she looking at Brandon, and Brandon is just like, and then, ooh, girl, you gonna either have to leave or you gonna have to become the man. You're gonna have to become the man. There is no in between. If you are looking for some quote unquote manly man to come in and say stuff and, you know, say, no, mother, that's not how it's gonna be, girl, you ain't got that. So I hope that's not what you're looking for. Because you ain't got that. So they get back to the hotel and he like, you tired? And she like, don't talk to me. Like, what are you talking about? Don't speak to me. And then, you know, he's like, well, I kind of think that, like, she should be grateful because, like, my mother is the one who paid for her, like, flight over here. And, like, you know, they are letting us stay in their house. So I think that, like, she should be, like, grateful and just, like, you know, like, it shouldn't be that big of a deal. You know what else shouldn't be a big of a deal? Me coming. I shouldn't have came. I should just stayed in Russia, being a go-go dancer, living probably in my own place, or doing what I wanted to do, not having to worry about scarfing down birth control pills, okay? So she's like, bro, you gotta be a man. And what did he say? She said, she was basically saying, and of course he tried to diminish that because, you know, he tried to act like, what? That doesn't make any sense. When she was like, bro, you working today. If we got separate rooms, like, who cares about sex? What if we want to stay up all night talking about something? What if we just want to, like, we can't do none of that. We can't play Uno at 3 o'clock in the morning because your parents gonna come in and say, hey, are you guys doing anything in here? It's just about us being able to be around each other and to get to know one another more and to just do whatever. Like, you don't get that? And he's like, well, I mean, like, you can talk to my parents. And she said, me? No, you. And he's like, yeah. Come on. He ain't gonna talk to his parents. Julia, I want to introduce you to someone. Her name is Larissa. I want to introduce you to someone. Her name is Debbie. I want to introduce you to someone. His name is Colt. Girl, a mama's boy is never going to be a man. Okay? So, but man, you already knew what was going on when they said, who is the most important woman in your life? And he was like, I don't know. You don't know. Well, that's good to know. It's good to know that you don't know who the most important woman in your life is. That's good to know. But anyway, I ain't about to say. But I bet you, look, and he still tried to stick his penis in her. No. You don't know who the most important woman in your life is. What? No. Anyway, I'm done. If y'all like this review, you can like, comment, and subscribe. You can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, or visit my website. My name is Brielle. I make beats, I sing songs. If you like what you see, come on along. Bye. Y'all, can y'all send me, I need good energy, okay? I need y'all to send me really good energy. I need y'all to send me energy that's good, that is house energy, okay? I need energy to get my own place, or to get our place, and I need some energy. So all energy that you send would be very much appreciated. And okay, bye. Love y'all.